billion like safe.
30 freaking million dollars
That's
to
what I'm saying. I'm saying the same exact thing. Why does it cost that much?
yo. So if they spent that much money to build this, how have they been able to make that money back?
The money.
Great question. Let's see.
Oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this.
What it do? What's up? Welcome back to Visual Art Studio. And today I got a very tricky video. Like I'm not gonna say tricky as a. I'm saying tricky as like I'm very confused. Two, because we all like everyone heard about this video before. Not the video. I mean the this project going on in Senegal. It's called the Akon City. But since then, I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Whatever is going on, we gotta know. We gotta figure it out. And today, I'm putting my investigator's hat on. We got like understand what's really happening, bro. So listen, we're gonna react to this video from a guy named Steve. I guess he's on the ground trying to figure out what's really going on with the Akon City. And let's get into the video right now.
To open in 2026.
Yeah,
So where is Akon City at right now?
we're still on track.
In 2018, a $6 billion Wakanda Smart City project was announced in Senegal by Akon, the Senegalese American R&B hip hop singer, with claims to be a diaspora city on African soil.
A $6 billion project to transform a coastal village into a modern city in Senegal.
This city was going to have its own currency, a coin.
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that I didn't believe in this project at all. But what's crazy is this, right? For a city to have its own like currency, separate from like different from like the country's currency, that's actually crazy. And like there's no way a city can have its own like currency and the country has its own currencies. Like it's just like this, you can never have that. That's how that's basically a red flag for me. First of all, I don't want to use that, but yeah, that's like a red flag to be honest. And then second thing is like $6 billion. Like, where's Akon getting that money, right? And I know a lot of people when they hear like African, like a project being done in Africa, and they assume that's going to be cheaper because like it's in third world country or because it's in like in Africa. I really doubt that. And for him to say that a project would be $60 billion to be completed, how much is that is funded by the government? How much is that is funded out of his own pocket? I know it's not going to be over knowing he's not a billionaire yet. At least I think because I know he has like some businesses in South Africa or whatnot. But 6 billion, where's that money coming from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
The release models of this city that Akon has termed a real-life Wakanda is the Black Panther's fictional African technological advanced country, has an intriguing architectural shape.
Bro, the buildings look like intestines. Are we capable of creating?
Nah, honestly though, the buildings look weird, bro. Look mad crazy. There's no way. Like, how is this? I'm not gonna lie. This is like I cannot believe it. There's no way. This is impossible to believe.
These?
There are lots of videos and articles describing this city as a fake city, accusing Akon to be a con artist.
Akon is behind a massive scam.
People sometimes will write articles about, oh, this is not going to happen. Something like this could never happen in Africa. It's been 2 years. The construction hasn't started. I hear that all the time. We're building a city. You don't build a city in 24 hours.
From the day I saw the launch,
Look, I'm just not gonna like. There's a problem here because I feel like it's not that people don't believe in the project. It's the fact that there's no clarity when it comes to the project. You're not like I feel like he wasn't clear on the project. I'm gonna say that much.
Senegal became a dream destination for me because I love futuristic cities. I even made a video about it 4 years ago. Senegal Akon City is a good way to start thinking of a new era in Africa and also promote the Afro-futurism concept. So, I am taking a trip to Senegal to investigate things myself and hopefully meet Akon in person. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new and give this video a like. Arriving the capital city of
These may look like dentures or partials, but in
Come
fact,
on.
it's some of the newest dental implant technology.
Senegal,
I don't.
Dakar, the dry Sahara atmosphere cannot go unnoticed. Temperatures here can rise up to 30 degrees in June and July, which is the hottest month. Oh, the sun in Senegal is crazy. It gives me like that northern Nigeria kind of vibe. It feels dry. I know we're closer to the Sahara. Very close, yeah? Yeah, very close. Yeah. I feel it. The dust and the dryness, yeah? Senegal is very good. You've gone to Mauritania? Yeah. You go there? Beautiful place? Beautiful place. Ah. Yes. Lots of articles confirm the city as Africa's most expensive city, and a testament to that, I paid $50 from the airport to my Airbnb, and I was told that is the cheapest one could get. No wonder people commute with horses. Had I known, I would have ordered myself a horse like this.
Honestly, $50 from an airport, that's insane.
Gentlemen. While Senegal's capital city, Dakar, can be on the pricier side compared to other African cities, it is still affordable for tourists coming in from countries with a stronger currency. A decent hotel in Dakar starts from $200 a night. I'm not a luxury traveler, so I negotiated and got myself this $50 a day.
That's one more thing, right? Like, why is it so expensive in Africa, bro? Like, that's like, I'm not gonna lie, like things are very expensive, bro. I'm sorry. Things are very expensive in Africa for some odd reason. I don't understand. Like, why are you paying a $200 for a hotel if it's not like 5 star or even more? Even a 5 star hotel, I don't think I would be paying $200 a night, let alone some small hotel like this to be like. I mean, obviously this is $50, but like, come on, bro. Let's make things easier for people like to travel and not. Come on, bro.
The Airbnb. So where do we go now? My mission here in Senegal is simple: to visit the famous Akon City. But first, I had to get a local tour guide who knows this area. Sadly, the guy I found doesn't communicate fluent English.
Comment on dit? Wait, attends.
Okay, take it again.
Sorry for my English, guys.
French is the official language here in Senegal. However, other native languages are spoken. My plan was to head straight to Akon City. I was informed it is located in the town of Mbodedin, 100 kilometers from the capital city, Dakar. I needed to get a car. Uber or e-cabs don't work here. You either rent a car or just walk up to the road and stop an empty taxi, then negotiate a fair price. Go here. I must say the public transportation in Dakar is quite impressive as well. They have an organized train network. Commuting by train, however, seems to be the most affordable. We're at the railway station right now. It's about to use the train, and it's quite on time. On my way, I couldn't help but notice this huge sculpture. It is called the African Renaissance Monument, and I thought a quick stop to explore this huge monument wouldn't be a bad idea. The African Renaissance Monument is a 52-meter tall bronze statue located on top of one of the twin hills. The statue was designed by a Senegalese architect and built by a company from North Korea. The statue was considered as part of Senegal's prestige project, aimed at providing monuments to herald a new era of African Renaissance, and was built for $30 million. It shows a family drawn up to
Another red flag. Another red flag. One, 30 million. Two, why is it built by a North Korean company, bro? You mean to tell me, as Africans, we can't do stuff like this, like a building, a, building a freaking statue like this? Is the funding, or it may be maybe because like North Korea actually funded this, but which I really doubt. I don't think they funded it. Even if they did, it's probably being like, I don't know. I don't think they did though.
towards the sky, the man carrying his child on his bicep and holding his wife by the waist. We took a lift to the top of the monument. Up here, you get a panoramic view of the whole city of Dakar. Just right here, we can see the head of the female, right? I think we are in the male's head. What does the building symbolize? What's the significance?
The child symbolizes future. The child, the baby.
Yes.
Pointing his finger symbolizes future. And the mother, her hand branding symbolizes rootedness. And the father, muscular strength, the head of the family. The idea comes from the former president Abdoulaye Wade. And the Senegalese architect Pierre Goudiaby Atepa designed it. And the North Korean company installed it for 2 years, 2008-2010, at a cost of 12 billion.
Dang.
billion, 25 million euro,
Yeah,
30 million
12
dollars.
billion. $12 billion or 12 billion like safe
Yeah.
$30 freaking million to
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same exact thing. Why does it cost that much?
yo.
$30 million.
So if they spent that much money to build this, how have they been able to make that money back?
The money, yeah,
Great question. Let's see where that money is going.
the inventory.
So through
Wow.
through
Reinvent.
tickets like this.
You pay to and try. You pay to and try.
And how many million people come here a year? Last year,
But
2022.
I don't say.
On leaving the African Renaissance Monument, we got held up in traffic. The metro area population of Dakar in 2022 was 3.5 million, so it can get very
I'm
busy
talking
towards
about
close
like
of office.
uh, the architecture in Senegal, like the buildings and stuff like that. Like it kind of reminiscent. Like it's very reminiscent to like the Middle East. Like where you like so those are the buildings you would see in the Middle East very like easily.
It's 4 p.m. in Dakar. Time wasn't on my side because I needed to drive 100 kilometers to Akon City. So I decided to move that trip to Akon City to the following day and instead bought a ferry to Gori Island. So we are on our way right now to Gori Island.
So Gory, I think well, Gory Island is like a place where they used to get slaved from to board the ship or whatever the thing is. Yeah, sad.
Island. I've heard a lot about it. I mean, the island has a lot of like history when it comes to slave trade back in the day. So I hope I get to like visit the island and learn all of these amazing things. With a 30 minute ferry, I arrived at Gori Island, and with a guided tour, I explored and fully understood why Gori Island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. From the 15th to the 19th century, it was the largest slave trading center on the African coast, ruled in succession by the Portuguese, Dutch, English, and French colonial masters. So right now, how many people live in Gori Island?
In Gora Island, you have 2,000 people live here, and maybe 1,500 is Muslim. The first European come here is the Portuguese people, 4044. After Portuguese, Hollandese people, 36. After Hollandese, French. After French, English speaking.
So the island is 900 long and 300 meters wide, which is not so big though, because we were walking and feels like I'm walking end to end. Its architecture is characterized by the contrast between the grim slave quarters and the elegant houses of the slave traders. Although the 28-hectare island has recorded no major construction since it was listed as a historical site in 1944, it served as a symbol of resilience and reconciliation.
It's the door of not return. If you go, you not come.
What does the future hold for business? We need a crystal ball. Over 37,000 businesses have the next best thing.
Come back, never. 60 million die here, 4 million go.
So why is it called the door?
Whoa! Oh my God! 6 million people died, and only 60 million people died at this door. Like, imagine how many. Like, I'm just like imagining the pain and the like sufferings like they went through. Like, honestly, that's insane. For that amount of people to die, they must have like people cramped in this little space, forcing them to go.
No
Man,
return.
If you go, you not come back.
So when the slaves come through this door, they never get back into the building, so they can either take them to Europe, America, or whatever. So the door is popularly called the door of no return.
If you don't need go, just put you in water.
I'm not gonna lie, like being there physically kind of give you like a different feelings. Like like being there physically, but there's like a spirit that come. I haven't been there personally, but I can only imagine like the amount of emotion that come out of your body because like that's like I'm here like feeling it already. Like I already know being there is gonna be a different emotions, bro.
They throw you in the
Yeah, the
water.
fish eat you.
Fish eat you.
Yeah. Here you have a simple prison. You can wait 3 months, 3 months half.
This is a prison, guys. This right here is a prison for the guys. They can
Yeah,
spend
there's
as
no
long
even
as 3 months in.
There's no sunlight. That's a little man for 3 months, and that's I don't know.
Here, no ventilation, nothing.
For girls, they can put 40, 45.
45 girls here.
45 girls. If you have the
Breast?
big base,
Yeah.
if there's somebody ready to come, they can see you. It's the VRs, it's the sex.
Sleeps were here?
Yeah, the sleeps here.
They sleep in this place?
Yeah, the room have a 2 meter and a half. A 2 meter and a half, you can put 50.
50 people here?
Yeah.
Oh my
50 people
god.
in that small place. 50 people in that small place, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm growing like this is frustrating. Honestly, I'm getting like starting to get mad at this.
50 people stayed in this room. Guys, look at the window. This is the whole window for this place. So this is literally where they would get their ventilation from.
The fact that it didn't even use like a regular metal windows, like they use actually like they like carved out like a little space and because there's no way you can go through that, and then it's a break house, so you can't really break it even if you wanted to.
Which is very awful. And this little space inside there that looks like a cave. It's where the children would stay. 45
They had kids, women, and men. Not even kids. What the heck?
children.
The island of Gori is an exceptional testimony to one of the greatest strategy in the history of human society. Today, it continues to serve as a reminder of human exploitation and a sanctuary for reconciliation.
Why should people visit Korea?
And it's a lot of history. It's 400 years they should doing this.
Yeah.
Reason why all the people they come back here to say like I'm sorry.
Are they truly sorry
Yeah, we
for all the things?
There's no such thing as I'm sorry, bro. Like that's like it's frustrated. Like, what do you mean I'm sorry? Like, what's done is done, and it's just we just can't allow it to repeat. And I know the way we going now, like the way we headed now, bro. It could easily happen, bro. Because when you look at the continent of Africa, right, there's no defense system. Like there's nothing there. Like there's nothing on the continent that we use that can defend us against the West or against the evil of the. I don't even know because we don't have nuclear nothing. We don't have no form of like armies. Like there's nothing. Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like if the U.S. wanted to do this, there's nothing we can do to stop them. If France want to do it again, there's nothing we can do physically to stop them. I'm not saying this because I feel like I'm just saying because I want us to build like really focus on like building ourselves in a way that nobody else, so we're not vulnerable to these kind of like of acts anymore. But like we are missing that, like greatly missing that.
we can forgive but we never forget.
Yeah,
Forgive but we never
because
forget.
seeing all those things I saw there
Yeah.
made me cry.
400 years is not easy to forget.
Well, like the fact that it's 400 years, bro. Come on, man.
400
Yeah,
years.
yeah. But when you come in the island and you wanna do the visit, you ask for Muhammad.
Of course.
You have my Instagram,
No.
Noblesse Forever, the name.
Yeah.
Noblesse Forever.
I'm gonna link it up, bro.
Inshallah.
Thank you
See
so much.
Huh?
Come to Korea Island.
Yeah,
Look
thank
for
you.
this young man.
Yeah, see you, my friend.
So what I'm gonna do today is we're heading to Akon City. I want to go see it for myself. You go to Akon City before?
Yes, before. Nothing there.
Ah, why?
Yeah. Maybe Icon don't have.
Dude said you went to Akon City before? Yes, nothing's there, bro. Really? So why you keep going there?
So Icon have a problem political with.
And I knew it was gonna be that, bro. It's always that. It's always a government or whatever. Like it's always that. Like even if you want to do something productive or great for your like your nation, your country or whatnot, there's always gonna be that roadblock or getting past these corrupt leaders, getting past this corrupt government, like allowing you to do what you have to do. There's a lot of like there's so many restrictions, so many like barriers for you to overcome for you to be able to do what's needed. The easy thing to do in Africa right now, bro, they're gonna allow you to build. hospitals, schools. That's it. If you want to go build like a manufacturing company, it'll be so difficult for you. You will end up quitting. Like if you want to do something that could be great for the people, like when I say great, I mean like something that can work and make money off of and be able to have people that work in that company to fund and support themselves. There's always going to be somebody blocking it. It's always like that's something that I
The government, I think.
The ride to Akon City was filled with so many things to see, but I was very curious to see this futuristic city envisioned as a sustainable metropolis powered by renewable energy. We drove 2 hours and passed through countless toll gates. We got lost at some point, but was saved by Google Maps, which after we got lost again.
So I just asked this young man right here, how far away? He's saying 2 hours. We've been driving for what? 15 minutes already.
2 hours ago, he said it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
After 2 hours, he
He's
said
saying
again
2 hours.
After 1 hour, he said 3 hours. We're getting further from the goal.
On getting here, I was welcomed by this building with a graffiti written Akon City boldly on the wall. This is nothing futuristic like I saw in the CGI.
So we're approaching Akon City, as you can see.
we in Akon City, man. You talking about futuristic?
That is Akon, and it says Akon City.
The best city. You have to go, guys. You have to do it.
I'm not gonna lie. This is making a mockery of it, bro.
Guys, we're almost close. That's Akon City over there.
We drove inside the city, and this was all I saw.
This right here is the only building.
Oh my goodness, bro. Why? Why, Akon? The fact that you're building that with okay, let me compose
That
myself.
has been built in Akon City.
Although this building looked futuristic, but this
There's no point of it. There's no point. That's just all waste of like materials. Like what futuristic? I thought it was gonna be built with like a different materials. Like why using concrete and cement to build? And come on, bro. There's no point. There's no point. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of like if something is efficient and you like the utility of it is like is very simple. Like do it that way. I mean, I understand you want it to look you want the aesthetic to look in a way that's like pleasing to the eye. That's cool, but use the right material. I'm not gonna say I don't know what I'm talking about. I definitely don't know what I'm talking about. But I look at this and be like, nah, there's something wrong because that's waste of concrete, cement, everything, everything. Why? Why?
project is looking like a disappointment. An interview with Akon, he blamed the pandemic, saying everything was pushed back by 2 years.
The thing about the COVID, yeah, it kind of stalled a bit because a lot of partners and solution, providers obviously had to lock down, but it didn't affect more so of the paper pusher side of it. So now
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's not being honest when you think about it. Honestly, just say people that were supposed to fund this project chose like not to do it anymore. They opt out. It's that simple, bro. For you to say like, oh, pandemic did this and that, like this has nothing to do with pandemic. First of all, second of all, like if the money is there, why aren't you working on it now? And I'm not. I don't want like obviously Akon is doing this out of like good faith, and I don't want to sit here and bash him for having the right like mindset or whatnot. But honestly, to me, I feel like he's in like a very difficult position where it's like people expect something from him, but there's some blocking it, but he doesn't want to reveal why that's happening. Like that's what I feel like personally. But just say it, bro.
we're in a stage of feasibility studies, environmental studies. Those are things that you can't do it unless you're actually on the grounds. So that kind of slacked up a little bit, but now we're back pretty much on track, still moving.
With FanDuel, a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket.
Now construction is starting 2023, but we still have the 3-year window for the first phase to be done.
What year is this? 2024. So we got to see. First of all, building a city, an entire city for like 2 years is insane. Okay, like that's a small amount of time because you're building an entire city. Like that was should take you over 3, 4, 5, 6 years to build. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't know how long it took to build. What's those? Is it Dubai or something like that? Yeah, man.
done. And our goal is to be the first phase to be done still by 2026 to make the Junior Olympics in Senegal.
So, wait, what? Okay, so the goal is to finish by 2026. It's 2022, 2 years apart. No, I can't believe that.
Although this proposed $6 billion city is not what Akon promised us to be, Akon has some outstanding achievements to his name.
But you
Damn.
actually helped millions of people.
For sure, that's what I'm saying. I don't want this to outshine the things that he's doing right. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want to sit here and bash Akon. He's not no, bro. Like, dude is doing a lot. He has done a lot of stuff for Senegal and for Africa in general, bro. And I don't want us to like. I'm not gonna lie, but like, I don't want us to just take that away from him. You know, like there's a lot that he has done that's good. Like even putting the like even putting Africa on the map, bro. Because he was born here in U.S. So like he has no obligation to say like I'm African. Like he can say that, but saying that brought like a lot of lights like on the continent and a lot of like kids that was like growing up like us like me growing up after his like we were like a lot more free to express who we are and not feel like it is like not feel like something is wrong with it because I mean, obviously we went through those stages, but Akon has done a lot of great things, and I feel like he's going to continue to do great things. Like this Akon City, just hopefully, I'm praying that they become some that like some that actually happens, but I don't know.
Lighting Africa brought electricity to places that have never had it.
Right.
After Akon made millions of dollars in the music industry, he wanted to send resources to Senegal, which is where he's from. In 2014, Akon Lighting Africa was launched, and the first year of launch, this project brought solar energies to 14 different African countries. And by 2022, Akon Lighting Africa had installed 100,000 solar
Exactly. I'm glad he posted. I'm glad he had this in the video as well. Like I like that. I respect that. I commend that.
power street lamps and had created
I know Guinea had it, but our government was doing the same exact thing Senegal just
more
did.
than 5,000 jobs. Because of Akon, 28.8 million people can now enjoy the same benefits of electricity that other part of the world enjoy. But building a Wakanda inspired city was out of his
This dude saying Wakanda is probably a city. It's out of. I mean, it's not. It's all mindset, bro. It's in support. I mean, it's just after me. I just think it costs a lot of money, bro. But other than that, like it costs a lot of money. But other than that, bro, it's a great idea for real, for real.
switch. The first stone was laid in 2020, and since then, the whole area around it has been mostly grassland with animal grazing on it. Citizens have been promised mouth-watering job opportunities and a better economy, are now beginning to question the efficacy of a deal with the federal government and the celebrity Akon. But Akon still somehow have high hopes of achieving his dream by building a Wakanda-inspired Akon City.
Rise up right now, you're gonna have the hotel.
Okay.
And you're gonna also have the Akon Tower, which is built, which is the corporate building. We're also gonna have the boating docks, and everything else, which will have the restaurants, F&B, which is food and beverage, all the stores that sell food and everything else like that. So it'll be we'll be in a good position to be able to invite the first wave of tourists, people that's coming to visit.
This city is going to be built on 2,000 acres. Some say the government gave him the land, but Akon said he bought it.
That's one of the biggest misconceptions. They thought that the government actually gave me the land. I actually had to buy it. Like it's fully purchased out. But I am bringing the government in to partner for a basic, somebody has to be enforcing the rules and stuff within the city itself.
So to answer the question, is Akon City really a scam? In my opinion, Akon was being unrealistically ambitious on this project, with reason being, first, his line of credit from China is accumulating. So where was he going to get the extra $5 billion to fund this project? And also the any potential of an average Senegalese and the political instability in Senegal might not allow this project to come to life. The CGI
Dude, why my audio going insane right now? What's going on, bro?
showing the city prototype looks unrealistic. I mean, look at the structures. He even received heat from critics who
I'm not listen to say that. Like, obviously, the vision's supposed to not make sense at first, right? Like, there's nothing. There's no such thing as a vision that make complete sense. You always have to like reach out, like do the like think beyond your like. imagine beyond your like limitation, basically, right? Because if you can't do that, if you can't think that way, if you can't like have certain type of vision like that, bro, it's, like, come on, bro, what are we? So, it's very important to not just judge it by, oh, because he was supposed to not, bro. I believe he had the right intention, like the right energy for it, but it just happened to be like other things that blocks it. And I just want him to come out and be honest and just express that. That's all. That's all it is,
Thought
man.
the city model had nothing that was culturally African and therefore should not have been themed an Afro